All right, everybody. This is Tim from Pro Wrestling Unlimited, and tonight was Monday Night Raw. It was a pretty, I guess you could say, interesting show. Nick is not here with us yet. It is just me right now. Let's see who is here in the chat. Nick should be joining us here soon. But, I mean, if you guys want to call in and talk about tonight's Monday Night Raw, you're more than welcome. The lines are open already. 559-475-8473. Let me know what you thought of Raw. I'm going to let you know what I thought of Raw. And I got some things I got to get off my chest. We've got Luis Barreto here. Dynamic DJs Gaming. Jennifer 101, Robert Walker, Nicole Ling, Generic Ginger, Veta King, Ryan Cesari. What is going on, guys? Before we do get started, I do got to shout out our sponsors, Strong Style Brand and WrestleCrate. If you guys want to get some really cool wrestling-inspired gear, t-shirts, hats, hoodies, shoes, just head over to the Strong Style Brand website, link in the description below, and you guys can use promo code PWUnlimited to get 10% off your purchase there. Also, if you guys want to check out WrestleCrate, they give you a lot of good goodies. I guess that makes sense. Good goodies every single week. And it's only at a really cheap price. There's two different versions of the WrestleCrate. There's the $14.99 and the $29.99. If you get the $29.99 with over the next 3 months, you will get the exclusive mini wrestling buddies featuring the Elite. Go over to WrestleCrate.com right now and use promo code PWUnlimited at checkout to get 10% off your purchase there. All right, so everyone in the chat is talking about Raw tonight. I see some people asking about the curb stomp. Is it back? Yes. I guess yes. I honestly don't know. It caught me off guard. And then Corey Graves called it the blackout. I guess that's what they used to call it in NXT, if I'm not mistaken. Other people asking some questions here in the chat. Luis Barreto says, Nia got hurt, really? I don't think no. It's not a legit injury. Nicole Ling, I signed up for WrestleCrate last night. Awesome. YOLO, what did you think about Nia's injury? I think it was a good way. They don't want to beat Asuka. She's got the undefeated streak. And they don't want to beat Nia Jax as well. So they say, hey, we'll just give Asuka the victory, but Nia doesn't have to get pinned. So, I mean, hey, it's all good. All right, I guess I'm going to talk about it. YOLO brought it up. Will Paige be okay? Paige is done. Guys, I don't know how many times I can say this on Twitter, on Instagram, here on YouTube. Paige will never, I can't say never, but there is a 99% chance Paige will never wrestle again for the WWE. Paige was told by WWE doctors, you have been what's the word they use? Let me think about this for a second. Disqualified to be medically cleared for this company. It's the same thing that happened to Edge. He's disqualified to be medically cleared for the company because of his neck problems, because of his neck injuries. Now, I know what they said on Raw tonight. They said, oh, well, she's just going to be out of the Women's Royal Rumble. So people took that as, oh, well, she'll be fine afterwards. No, she is done, guys. She will not be wrestling again for the WWE unless a miracle happens. I know they didn't announce anything tonight. They just said that she was, quote-unquote, injured. But that is because, as of right now, they don't know what they're going to do with her yet. They don't know what role they're going to put her in within the company, whether she's just going to be a manager for the Absolution, whether she's going to maybe get thrown on commentary for something, go train the people, the new guys down there in the Performance Center. We don't know. They don't know. And before they announce that Paige is no longer going to wrestle, they got to figure out what she wants to do, when she wants to do it. And you can't just all of a sudden just announce it. I know we've seen that. With Edge, as soon as he found out, first chance he got, he announced it. But Daniel Bryan, when they told him they weren't going to clear him, they waited at least a month or two before they flew him out there to Seattle, and he made the announcement on Raw. So there's two ways of looking at it, and we'll just have to wait and see exactly what does happen with Paige. But she will not, I can't iterate that enough, she will not wrestle again for the WWE. I mean, plain and simple. Let's see what you guys are saying here in the chat. Again, if you guys want to call into the show, you can do so, 559-475-8473. The lines are open. Let me know what you guys thought of Raw tonight. All right. Rip Quack was Cena at Raw. I had heard something prior to Raw that Cena may have been there or something, but I don't know. I honestly can't say. All I know is that I heard some rumblings right before Raw took place that Cena may be there, but he wasn't used, so I honestly, not 100% sure, unfortunately. Let's see. Cool Guys Banana, WWE put the pipe bomb as the number 2 out of 25 best Monday Night Raw on top 25 list on WWE Network. Awesome. I have not watched that yet. I was going to watch that a little bit later. All right, so let's take this call and then I'll run down Raw. Caller, you're on the air. What's going on? How's it going? Pretty good. What'd you think of Raw? Right. Oh, yeah. Exactly. I mean, I bet you they did some sort of thing to make it easy on him, but still, it's crazy. Sure. Yes. I that I don't get it either, and they even played it up on commentary. Corey Graves kept saying that, I think Finn thinks he won. I think, it's weird. Yeah. So, I mean, it's weird. I honestly don't understand the whole thing with the whole thing with, I'm losing my words right now, with Braun Strowman at the beginning. It was just very weird.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Kurt Hawkins ain't gonna want to be in the ring with him.
Oh yeah.
And the whole scenario was Paige.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
25 years old, but she made an impact at 21.
But think about it, though. She started wrestling, she started training at the age of 13. Maybe even earlier. Maybe even 12. Yeah. So when you look at it,
for first title.
So when you look at it, nothing against women or anything, but in pro wrestling, women usually peak earlier than men. Women usually go about 10 years for the most part. When you look at like Trish Stratus and Lita and all that, they basically go about 10 years. So when you look at Paige, she's already gone 12, 13 years in the business, traveling all over the world.
Yeah, she came over to NXT. I got the Greatest Matches Volume 1. I got her match with Emma. Triple H told them they got about 25 minutes and this is about faded. They couldn't believe it. And I still watch it. I love this DVD. I love those matches. And that match she had was just awesome. Yeah, and then she comes out the night after WrestleMania 30 and shocked the world.
Yep.
Won the Divas title, which they don't even mention anymore. They just mention the women's title.
Exactly.
And there's a scene. It's on YouTube. It's hard to find. There was a clip of her when she came backstage and everyone was there. And you just see the look of shock in her face when she just realized what she just did. Exactly. It didn't hit her like it hit AJ. She went nuts.
Right.
Not that she wasn't nuts, but to see that look on her face, that was just wow. I was like, damn, I haven't seen that footage around It's hard to find.
Exactly. I
should
think
have
I think I've
saved
seen
it.
it once.
Yeah, I wish I would have saved it. Oh, and by the way, about the Women's Royal Rumble,
Shoot.
last week when Angle was talking on the phone, I found out who that was.
Who was it?
Molly Holly.
Well, right now they're working on getting both Molly Holly and Michelle McCool into the Women's Royal Rumble.
I knew about that one too.
Yeah.
And that would be awesome if they would be getting Layla. I know she retired.
I don't know. They're not bringing back too many women. They actually want a good amount of women from NXT to be in this Rumble.
True.
So we'll have to see how it goes. But thanks for the call and have a great night.
All right, you too.
All right. So I fixed the audio issues. I apologize for that. I don't know what's going on. We've been having some technical difficulties with the secondary audio coming through the last couple live streams, but it should be fixed. You guys said you were able to hear them. So Monday Night Raw, I want to talk about this whole first hour. It was all about Braun Strowman. So Braun Strowman comes out, opens up the show, gets a huge babyface reaction. Starts talking about what happened last week, where he pretty much almost kills Brock Lesnar and Kane, and then Kurt Angle comes out with security. Kurt Angle comes out and says, what you did wasn't right, Braun, and that's all on me because I'm in charge of everybody's safety, not just the wrestlers, but also for the people backstage, the people that work backstage. And so he tells Braun that you're making this an unsafe work environment, and I have to now do my job, and that is firing you. He fires, quote unquote, fires Braun Strowman. So then the security kind of escorts Strowman out to the back, and they're going to try and escort him out. And they're like, Braun, you have to leave. Braun, you have to leave. Braun, you have to leave. And he's like, no. And he beats down, 5 security guards. Like nothing. He then says, I'm not finished yet. And just walks off. Next we see of Braun Strowman. He's yelling, where's Kurt Angle's office? Where's Kurt Angle's office? He then kicks in the door. Kurt's not in there, so he destroys the office, throwing chairs and tables, breaks the TV, takes off. Goes to catering, finds Kurt Hawkins, slams him through a table. The catering server, saved himself because he had some chocolate cake, though. Braun grabbed a big old chunk of the cake, took a bite, looked at the guy. Yeah, you're good. Anyways, so finally, he goes to production. The referee goes over to, I think it was Chad Doan, goes over to Kurt Angle. Braun's on his way to the production truck, and Kurt's flipping out. No, no, no. So he goes into production. He goes into the truck, and he starts throwing papers and stuff around, trying to make it look like he's doing damage, but he's really not. They then all of a sudden make it seem like the production truck starts shaking and everything. That was funny. And then you see Braun in the trailer, the cab, and he drives it away from the actual trailer part. Then he proceeds to flip the damn thing over like a crazy mother. So Kurt's, yelling at him to stop, stop, stop. Finally, after he flips over the truck, he goes out to the ring. Well, goes onto the stage. Announcer starts scrambling. Michael Cole tries to run off. Nope. Braun Strowman grabs Michael Cole. Braun Strowman then proceeds to do whatever he's going to do with Michael Cole. And then Kurt Angle runs back and goes, Braun, stop, 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 stop. Stephanie called me. She said you're rehired. You've got your title match. Now leave Michael Cole alone. What does he do? He throws Michael Cole off of the stage onto a big old pile of guys. And then that's the last we see of Braun. It was a very interesting segment. I wish they would have stretched it out over the entire show and not just paid it off. I don't even know if I want to say paid it off, but finished it off at the first hour mark. Like, all of a sudden, Stephanie's called and says, give him his job back. So that's how this shit works now? You don't get your way, so you just wreak havoc? I mean, damn. Braun might as well do this every single week to get what he wants. But let's take a call. Caller, you're on the air. What's going on?
Hey, how's it going tonight?
Pretty good. What's going on? What'd you think of Raw?
I actually haven't been able to watch it all yet because I'm currently at work.
Gotcha.
But I've been able to catch bits and pieces of it. So with Braun Strowman, I like the storyline, but why didn't they drag it out the entire show or even into next week? because it really kind of makes management look pathetic, saying, "Oh, okay, you're going to beat up everyone. We're going to rehire you."
Exactly what I just said. It was. I thought they would at least be like the first 2 hours of the show, but not all of a sudden just at the 1 hour mark it's over.
Exactly. To me, it was like it was a good storyline. It was good, and then you kind of just put it to a screeching halt, which really makes no sense.
Very, very anticlimactic.
Exactly. And also one other thing. So everyone in the chat saying AJ Lee returns at the Rumble.
No.
Please stop.
Right.
I would love to see AJ Lee come back. Yes, I'm with everyone. But the thing is she won't. One, CM Punk is currently in a lawsuit with the WWE doctor, so that can't happen. And also, like, yes, AJ Lee did more for the main roster women than most of the girls. And I'm talking main roster.
Right.
So it would be nice to see her in it, but at the same time, it's like she has said, like, she misses it, yes, but not at this time. Like, no, it's not. She's moved on from it for now. And I think out of respect for her and the current women on the roster, we need to be like, okay, we can remember AJ Lee for what she did in the ring, but we also need to put more respect to the women and say, okay, these women are the ones that are here right now, and they deserve more respect than constantly shouting out AJ Lee.
Exactly.
So that's just my opinion. Anyways, I got to get going.
All right, thanks for the call. Have a great night.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye. What's going on?
Yo.
What's going on, Nick? We got Nick here with us.
So was that the first fucking bump that Michael Cole's taken in, like, the last fucking his career?
You don't remember when he wrestled at WrestleMania?
Well, no, that's true.
He had
You
a
just
couple
ruined
matches.
my whole fucking night now.
He had a couple matches.
So for those of you wondering why I wasn't in the stream, I was in an Uber, or a Lyft, actually, sorry, going home from work.
Same thing.
I'm in a car, talking on my headphones on my phone. Next person to say AJ Lee returns gonna get banned. All right, Johnny, you testing me, brother. AJ Lee will never fucking come back. She wasn't even that good.
Hey,
all right, shut up.
Never say never. But it's very, very, very unlikely.
But on that case, continue wherever you left off on Raw. Uber driver, or I do want to give a shout out to my Lyft driver, who said he watches our stuff.
Oh wow!
Because I was talking to someone on the phone. He's like, "Are you a wrestling fan?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, we have a YouTube channel." He's like, "Oh, what's it called?" I was like, "Pro Wrestling." He's like, "Oh, I've heard of you guys." And I was like, "Hey,
Interesting.
So, shout out to him. Oh, Johnny, you hate me. Guess what? You're still listening to me, baby boy. Still listening to me. Anyway, continue where you left off.
I just talked about the whole Braun Strowman thing that was very anticlimactic by the end of it. Only went the first hour of the show, and they really could have dragged it out.
Yeah, they could have, but that's okay.
Whoa, you see YOLO's comment.
The guy on the phone is trash. That's why I'm the one talking, and you're the one commenting.
That's why he's the co-host.
That's Mr. Co-host to you.
All right, so another thing I wanted to address here, Chris Jericho. He's going to be on Raw next week. Raw 25th anniversary special.
Wait. Does that mean that New Japan and WWE are working together?
I don't
That's
know.
what it means,
does
right?
I honestly, honest to God, as soon as they said Chris Jericho, they snuck it in there too. They didn't like.
Oh yeah, they did.
No, they snuck it in there when they said Chris Jericho, and then all of a sudden, Twitter, my freaking mentions blew up. Jericho, did I hear that right? What's going on, Jericho? I thought he was under contract with New Japan. No. Jericho, you want to know how not under contract Jericho is? If he wanted to, he could have showed up at the Impact tapings over this last couple of days. That's how not under contract he is with anybody.
Yeah, no, seriously.
Jericho doesn't have a contract with any wrestling company. With New Japan, he signed whatever he signed to do the one match and I guess another match with Naito, but he's not locked down as far as you can't go do anything else. He could do whatever he damn well pleases.
Exactly.
And unfortunately, For all you guys that are going to ask, he's not going to be at the Rumble because he actually has a tour that starts the same day, I believe, in Paris, France.
Oh, Paris,
So,
France. That's
he'll be
what I
at
imagined.
Raw.
Okay.
He'll get his little
I
2
know
cents
people-
in. Oh, go for it.
I know people want us to talk about it now, but it was in the main event. But I freaked out as much as you guys
Go
are.
for it. I'm not going in any order. This is just a off the cuff kind of whatever.
The curb stomp is back.
The blackout.
Well, let's say it this way. It's not back, but it happened. We don't know if this is going to be a full-time thing. Can I tell you my theory with this?
Go for it.
So, Jason Jordan is hurt.
And not only did he not take a bump, he didn't get touched the entire show.
So, my theory is so to me my theory is he hits him with the curb stomp. Next week Angle says, "You know what? You are suspended for using a banned move."
No.
He'll get suspended for a little bit. It'll be a way to get the titles off of them. Jordan's still going to be hurt, but it's not going to ruin any momentum push that he had. So he can just kind of do his own thing, do a little stuff. That's about it. And I feel like that's how it's going to.
That's an interesting way to look at it.
Yeah, because it's a way for them to make Jordan still look good, make Rollins look like a really, really good badass by getting suspended for pulling out this move. It makes Balor look good because, Seth had to use this banned move just to beat Finn Balor. So
Balor looked very awkward when they ended the show. I don't know.
Yeah,
I
don't
know if you've seen it yet.
Someone in chat mentioned that when they're like, "Do you guys think Balor is okay?"
So what happened was the show is going off the air. They finished the match and everything. Rollins and Jason Jordan are at the top of the ramp celebrating. They do the replay. They don't show the curb stomp in the replay. They show the 1, 2, 3, the pinfall. And then they cut back to the ring, and you have Gallows and Anderson standing over Finn, and Finn's kind of on his knees. And then Corey Graves makes a mention of, do you see that mark, that red spot over the eye of Finn Balor? He took that, he got stomped down by Seth Rollins, and now you can see the mark on his face or something along those lines. So they're playing it up, and then Finn kind of goes to stand up, and he gets a little wobbly. And he starts grabbing the back of his head. Now, here's the thing with this, though. Earlier in the match, after Sheamus and Cesaro came out, and they started fighting with Gallows and Anderson, Finn did a dive to the outside and didn't fully get caught, and it looked to me like he just smacked the back of his head on the floor. But the whole thing about this, though, is if it was any sort of like real injury, I guess you can say, they wouldn't have had those cameras zoomed in like up his nostrils. And the doctors would have been checking on him. That's how close the cameras. There was 2 different camera angles, and it was a Kevin Dunn if I ever seen one.
Kevin
Production.
Dunn.
They were cutting back and forth over these 2 camera angles. One was a little farther back so you can see all 3 guys, Gallows, Anderson, Balor. And then the other one was so zoomed in, like I said, it was almost up Finn's nose.
I think he might be fine. I
don't think it's anything either because of the way that they kept the cameras on him. Doctors weren't going in there to check on him afterwards or anything like that.
He might have just been a little banged up. He's a pro wrestler.
But it was weird because I don't know why I thought this at first, but Gallows had the look in his eye like, I'm going to turn on Finn right now. I don't know why I thought that.
Batman Hulk in chat just said that.
Yeah, I'm like, Gallows, you back up. You don't touch him. You don't touch him.
But who knows?
But it was just weird the way he was all kind of wobbly. But at the same time, Corey Graves was playing it up and playing up the red spot above his eye that he says came from the curb stomp.
Which, do you think that has anything to do with like a demon?
How so?
The red spot. You know what I mean? Like face paint. I don't know.
No.
I don't know. I might be looking way too into this.
No, yeah, probably. But anyways, if anybody else would like to call into the show, 559-475-8473. You guys can call in and let us know what you thought of Monday Night Raw. Now, I said that they announced Chris Jericho for next week's Raw 25th anniversary show. They also announced some females. Tori Wilson, Maria Kanellis, Terry Runnels,
Ooh.
Kelly, Miss Jacqueline,
I thought you were going to say Funk. I don't know why.
and Michelle McCool will all be at Raw next week.
Is
You're going
Terry
to see
Funk
Michelle
alive?
McCool and The Undertaker together? That would kill all kayfabe.
Yeah, probably would kill most kayfabe.
That would kill everything.
Thought he would flip out next The Demon Will Come. Damn, Nick, you took my thought. I can read minds, believe it or not. I can tell what Tim's thinking right now.
All right, let's take a call.
Let's take a call.
Yeah, I can't get over this cough. I've been coughing for years. Caller, you're on the air. What's going on?
Yeah, Tim, Nick, how you guys doing?
Pretty good. Yourself?
What's going on, man?
What's going on? Yo, guys, I thought I thought the curve stomp was banned. Why did you use it again? Was it just for one night?
Honestly, you know as much as we do right now. I was shocked as all hell when I saw him do it.
Well, here's my question. Did it ever get officially banned?
They never said anything about that on TV, but
they just said don't do it.
I know. From what I know, I followed Bleacher Report on WWE and said that he switched. He wasn't doing the curve stomp anymore because it was too violent. That comes from his mouth.
What I had read previously was that Vince McMahon thought it was a cool move, but people were starting to associate it with some bad things.
Because he was on the Today Show.
Right.
Is that why because of the curve stomp, that's why Randy Orton's punch not blocked and banned too?
Oh, Randy Orton's punt was blocked before he stopped doing the curb stomp. But no, here's the thing.
I know.
What it was, kids try to emulate wrestlers. So they play on the playground, they do wrestling moves, and apparently some kids were doing the curb stomp. Okay, whatever. Tell them to stop. But then Vince, like Nick just said, Vince saw Seth Rollins the night after WrestleMania 31 on the Today Show. And he felt that his world champion should not be doing such a violent move that's possibly going to get them backlash. And so he told Seth, you need a new finisher, and that's when you went with the pedigree.
I see.
Which it made sense at the time since he was, quote-unquote, Triple H's protege then and this and that. So, I mean, I don't know why they brought it back. We'll hopefully find out
I was
shortly.
shocked when I saw it. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, it was. I didn't know what to think at first. I thought I saw it and I'm like, wait, am I watching the right thing?
Yeah, for sure.
No problem. Thanks, guys.
What always gets me is the setup for the curb stomp.
But what I like about the curb stomp is it's a move that you can literally almost hit out of nowhere from anywhere on anyone.
Right, but it's like you can. Here's my argument as well for the whole kids thing.
Mm-hmm.
The kids are going to be doing the fucking Styles Clash.
No.
That's yes.
No, because they're probably when you were a kid.
Yes.
Were you able to lift your buddy up for the Styles Clash?
Yes, I was a fat kid.
Oh,
I
Lord.
was fat. I could lift anyone up. I could lift up 3 cheeseburgers to my mouth. Any one of those Jim Cornette burger towels.
Oh,
Please tell
man.
me you've heard of this.
I have.
Oh, I need a burger. We need to get official burger towels. PW burger
man.
towels. Now. Yeah, it was shocking to see the curb stomp back. Well, I keep saying that it's back. To see it happen again.
Right.
Apparently, Nicholas Altmore is saying, look at the WWE YouTube channel. They address it.
I'll go there right now.
Yeah, go there right now. See what they say. God, being in this car is cold. It's cold, dude.
Let's see. WWE YouTube.
Power bombing little kids. Robert Weiss, but it's annoying. He keeps hurting people. Oh my God! Here comes the argument. Let's put it this way: Seth Rollins is not a dangerous worker.
All right, so there is a video that says Seth Rollins resurrects a familiar finishing move.
Yeah, so I think it's fine. Then I don't think they're gonna make a gripe about it.
Yeah, if they put a video up less than an hour or so, about an hour or so after the show ended, that means it's back.
Yeah. Well, don't say it's back. Just say that potentially my theory about having that be the reason they get stripped of the titles, probably not likely.
Here, hold on. Let me play the audio from this and see exactly what this video says.
I used to try to do the Tombstone Alex Rodriguez. Oh, fuck.
Oh, Lord. Hell, I remember we were backyard wrestling as kids, and my neighbor put my brother in the camel clutch. My brother was turning purple, almost passed out.
What was your finishing move in backyard wrestling? Because I'll tell you mine right now.
My finishing move? I used to hit a pretty wicked DDT, like a spike DDT.
Oh, DDTs. DDTs are like the one wrestling move that I feel like should be the finishing move. Well, you're impaling a dude's head to the ground.
My whole thing, I've always loved the DDT because it's a move that you can do on anybody, almost anybody, any size. I mean, if they're too tall for you to reach their neck and it'd be really unbelievable, then yeah. But if if someone's too big for you to lift up because they're too heavy, but at the same time they're not too tall for you to grab, you can hit them with a DDT. There's your finish.
Yeah.
Bada boom.
DDTs are cool move. What was your guys' finishing moves? Mine was a very nice super kick to the both knees and then a running knee like a shining wizard.
Well, see, what we used to do was me and one neighbor versus my brother and another neighbor. I'd hit the DDT, and then my neighbor, who was my partner, would finish it up with the swanton.
Oh.
WWE. I found it. Now I lost it. There we go. All right, I'm going to play the audio from this. I don't know what this video is going to say. I'm probably going to get an ad first.
And Seth Rollins moments ago there throwing up the too sweet right in the face of Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. And only recently, guys, here on Raw that Balor, Anderson, and Gallows have been reunited.
It's a word. It's called favoritism. You know about that word.
What are you
talking about? Nepotism.
Booker, we're talking about the Balor Club. We're talking about Gallows, Anderson, and Balor. Three guys who traveled the world together.
That's not what I'm talking
Well,
about.
obviously. Let's try to stay on the same page here, Book. Rollins sent outside.
This really just seems like the clip from the match.
What a kick.
Let me fast forward here.
Incredibly high. Sheamus is just sacrificed himself.
Yeah, it's just the clip from the actual match.
So what is a reverse drop kick?
A reverse drop kick?
Spear into the pool. Octopus hold.
You mean the
5-star Spock's first.
octopus hold? I think I know what they're talking about. It was like AJ's finishing submission, like AJ Lee.
Oh my god, why would you bring that up?
My bad.
God damn it! You did this to me. Who is the best DDT? Hey, you know who I say is a pretty good fucking DDT?
Edge?
No.
Bobby Roode?
Bliss.
Alexa Bliss? Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I thought it was a good move.
Mickey used to do a pretty good. I don't know if I bet you she still does it. I don't know. I haven't. She never gets to hit her finisher anymore, so I don't know.
Yeah.
She used to do that DDT where she'd like jump up and like have that sick ass hang time and then flip you down and spike you.
Well, isn't hers the Mick kick now?
Well, she's had both. But she took the Mick kick when she got the Mick kick, I believe, when she was doing the whole Trish Stratus stalker thing, because it was kind of similar to Trish's kick.
Death Valley Driver onto a pillow.
There you go.
The Lion Tamer.
You do what we did and be like, hit someone with a pillow and be like, oh, steel chair.
And then you put someone through the pillow and it was a table.
Yep.
The pillow is basically every foreign object.
You don't use a pillow as a table. No, use a cardboard box.
No, because pillows are soft. You can land on it.
No, we used to throw each other through cardboard boxes.
You had a weird childhood, Tim.
Yeah, I lived in the mountains and there was nothing to do.
Oh gosh.
It was 20 minutes just to go to the grocery store.
That sounds like absolute cancer.
Not really. All right, so getting back to Monday Night Raw, I'm just going to run down these matches really fast. We had Apollo Crews and Titus O'Neil defeating Sheamus and Cesaro.
Nice.
Jason Jordan distracted Sheamus and Cesaro coming out on the ramp. It was the second week in a row that Titus Worldwide beat the Bar, which is very interesting in my book. Like I thought the Bar would get their win back, 50-50 booking. So
yeah.
We had Cedric Alexander defeating Tony Nese.
Shocking.
We I touched on the Asuka thing already with the whole Asuka lost, but she didn't lose. They said she injured her knee. It was referee stoppage, so that way Asuka got the win, but she didn't have to pin or make Nia Jax submit. So they I guess you could say, protected them both.
Right. Which, I mean, that's a good way to end it. Fuck it.
Then, I didn't even touch on this. So as soon as we see that they stop the match, Alexa runs down to the ring to check on Nia. And so Alexa's down there checking on Nia. They cut to commercial. They come back, and they're in the trainer's room, I guess it is. And they're talking, and she's like, I'm going to be okay. And Alexa's just like, I'm here for you. I'm here for you. And then Enzo walks up. How you doing? And
like, well, I'm in a bed right now. I'm a little in pain.
Well, no, here's the thing. Alexa looks at Enzo and goes, I've got this. And Nia looks at Alexa and goes, he's got this. And pretty much kicks Alexa out.
Clicks her out. What?
Kicks her out. I can't talk.
You're a stroke victim.
Did you see? I don't know if you saw it, but right when I saw that one, I was like, oh man, she picked Enzo over Alexa. She ain't never heard of chicks before dicks.
How old are you again? 12?
28.
Oh, I thought you were 12.
Anyways, so yeah, and so Enzo was there to make her feel better. Let's see. We had a Martin Luther King Day tribute video, which is very nice.
My hero.
Huh?
Oh, my hero.
Who? Oh, I know who you're talking about.
That's how you know for a fact that Vince fucking McMahon doesn't run his own goddamn Twitter when that kind of shit gets posted. That's a publicity stunt. What is the Paige video? Those are on the hub if you want to check those out.
We then had the Revival defeat 2 jobbers, and one of those jobbers is Aaron Solo. If you don't know who Aaron Solo is, he is the fiance of one Paige. I mean Bailey. My bad, Bailey.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, nice. Fuck yeah.
I can't remember their exact tag team name, but they're a legit indie tag team.
Nice. That's fucking badass. I'm really happy. He's a great wrestler.
And so they lost to the Revival. Revival then cut a promo afterwards saying that, Raw's been around for 25 years, but they're going to be the benchmark of Raw for the next 25 years.
Possibly.
We'll see if they can stay healthy.
Yeah.
Elias then came out. Elias sent his best wishes to Michael Cole. He then said that he sang some song, said that he was going to eliminate Cena from the Rumble, and then he said he was paid to sing another song, and he sang some hokey-ass song about Miz and the Miztourage. And then Roman Reigns defeated Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas in a handicap match.
Happens.
Sonya Deville defeated Sasha Banks.
Interesting.
Yeah, very interesting. Paige was at ringside, and they did say, due to a neck injury, Paige will not be able to compete in the Women's Royal Rumble. And that's when Twitter exploded with, Paige is going to be fine. She just can't wrestle in the Rumble.
So is this where you're going to do your thing?
Oh, I already did.
Oh, you already did?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, damn, I missed it?
Yeah, you'll have to rewind. You have to go
back.
back.
You cuss? Did you cuss?
No, I kept it PG, but I was just like, she's never wrestling again in WWE. It's like Edge and Daniel Bryan. Get over it.
Yeah, seriously. Anyway, continuing.
Then we had the main event. Well, yeah. They also announced, which we knew this morning, Goldberg will be headlining the WWE Hall of Fame class of 2018.
I like it. I think it's good. I think it's finally time for him, though I still think he can still go.
Right.
That's fine. Let him go. Just let him be in the Hall of Fame.
So, if he's headlining, that means one Mark Calloway, The Undertaker, will not be entering the Hall of Fame this year.
Oh.
Cough, cough.
Frickle, frackle.
Put 2 and 2 together, guys. If he's not going in the Hall of Fame, what do you think? John Cena.
Do, 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 do. Everyone sing John Cena's song in chat. Do, 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 do.
Wow, we were perfectly on there.
And time is up. My time is now. You can't see me.
Oh, I did miss a match.
Oh.
Woken Matt Hardy.
No, piss off.
Defeated Heath Slater.
Okay, I'm going to say this now. Woken Matt Hardy is boring as shit. I understand why. I know why it's boring. Because he's either fucking laughing or also maybe laughing.
Vince has done he what he likes to do is he likes to find one thing and just stick with that and not grow. Like with Roman Reigns, what is his whole thing? This is my yard now. That's all he says. He doesn't grow his character from that. Matt Hardy, he does the laughing thing. Now here's the thing: when you watch, now this could be just a gripe because I was a fan of the original Broken Matt Hardy gimmick, but Matt Hardy never had, at least that I can think of in Impact, as Broken Matt Hardy, he never had nothing matches. Pretty much every match he did as Broken Matt Hardy was to build that character, was to extend the life of that character. It had a purpose, whether it was a match with Jeff, whether it was them winning tag team championships at some other indie promotion, their Expedition of Gold. Whenever he had a match in Impact as Broken Matt Hardy, it wasn't just a random match against Heath Slater.
True.
And that's where I'm just like, you're going to kill it quick when he's just another guy on the roster having random matches that don't mean nothing.
Exactly.
So there's only so much you could do with him when you don't give him that freedom. I mean, he's doing the Zack Ryder thing right now where he's posting his own videos on his own YouTube. But there's only so much you can do with that, especially when he's only really posting 30-second videos here and there that aren't translating to his character on Raw. If they were doing something where like all his YouTube videos were also coinciding maybe with something we see on Raw and his character, that'd be different. But it's not. He just comes out there. His music does everything for him now. He doesn't have to say anything. And then he just has a match. It was whatever.
See a few people here in chat wondering like a lot of stuff about Broken Matt Hardy. Where could they find like kind of like the history of Broken Hardy?
If you guys want to learn about the original Broken Matt Hardy, we do have a little history lesson on the history of Broken Matt Hardy. I will put a link to that in the chat for you guys right now.
Yeah, little video on there.
Also put it in the description.
Yeah, and I think with that, because this is just a little Raw review, right?
I mean, if anybody wants to call in and give us what they thought of Raw, but I mean, we ain't getting no calls, so I mean, it's basically all that did take place on Raw. The first hour peaked because they just killed that Braun Strowman. They really killed that Braun Strowman thing, where it's just like, if Braun wants something now, he knows all he has to do is just wreak havoc because Stephanie will give it to him. Kurt may try to step up to him a little, but Stephanie will just be like, no, Kurt, give him what he wants, because that's exactly how they did it this week. And it didn't even take him the full show to get what he wanted. He got what he wanted in an hour. Less than an hour. 45 minutes, really.
Right.
So, I mean, there was that. The real big takeaways from this Raw was the Braun Strowman thing, how they did but didn't say that Paige can't wrestle, and the curb stomp's back. Other than that, everything else on Raw was just,
Yeah, it was an episode of Raw. What can I say?
They really hyped up next week's episode. I
wonder why.
I thought they were going to hype it up more than they did. I thought there was going to be like every other segment was going to be about it, but it really wasn't. They didn't. I guess you could say they didn't oversaturate it with talking about next week. So right. I guess that's a good thing
because people are going to watch it.
Right. They did hype up the mixed match challenge. They only played one little segment about it. Interestingly, one little segment about the mixed match challenge tomorrow. It will be as soon as SmackDown Live ends. Go to Facebook Watch, which I guess it's just the mixed match challenge Facebook page, and it will be Shinsuke Nakamura and Natalya taking on Finn Balor and Sasha Banks. Hopefully Finn ain't feeling that curb stomp tomorrow. We'll see. Oh, we do have a call. Let's take this call.
All right, well, let's take this one call.
All right, caller, you're on the air. What's going on?
Hey, I was just wondering, what was the whole point of just having Braun destroy anything?
Well, there really wasn't a point. They must have not had a plan for him to like have a match or something. And, Kane must not have been there. Brock obviously wasn't there.
Yeah.
So they were like, well, what do we do with Braun? We just make him look like a monster and have him wreak havoc. And that was about it. It really was very anticlimactic. It really It really did absolutely nothing for nothing.
Yeah, but that's the good thing is it did nothing for nothing.
I guess.
It looked cool for a minute, and then it was over.
Hey, we did get one shot of Kevin Dunn running out of the production truck.
Oh, fuck Kevin Dunn.
Did y'all guys react, like scream out or something when Seth did the curb stomp?
No,
I was at
I
work.
was more like a loss for words because I didn't believe that I saw it.
Yeah,
That was
me
my
too.
whole thing. I was like, wait, did I see the curb stop? And unfortunately, I can't rewind because I don't have, the way I watch it, I don't have DVR capability, so I couldn't rewind it. And I was like, was that really the curb stomp? And then when Corey Graves was talking it up, I was like, yep, it's the curb stomp.
It's a hard move to not know what it is, Tim.
No.
How did you not know that was a curb stomp?
Well, first off, I was half not looking at the TV, more listening at that moment because I was also dealing with something else at the exact same moment, and I didn't believe that he did it because he hasn't done that move since, what was it, 2015?
Yep.
So I mean, jeez.
Yep.
All right,
Thanks for your call, brother.
Thanks for your call. Have a good night.
All right, yeah.
Alex Wrestling says, can I call? Yeah, you can call. 455-475-8473 is the phone number.
The phone number on the screen is wrong, by the way.
How's it wrong?
Look at it.
559-475-8473.
4754.
Oh, I could fix that.
Well, I think with that, though, that is going to be it for me if we're just going to end it with calls because I got to go inside, get some dinner, wash my face, and relieve my bowels. Thank you guys so much. I have been Nick. The stream is not over. I am just going. Tomorrow, Tuesday Night SmackDown live stream?
I believe so.
I don't work tomorrow, so I'll actually be there this time.
Yeah. I might... Well, we will do a live stream tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to do it before, after, or even during the Mixed Match Challenge. We'll figure it all out and let you guys know.
I have a cool idea, so I will let you know.
All right.
So, thank you guys so much. I will see you guys soon. Tim.
Nick.
Fuck you.
Oh. No, thank you.
Oh, true.
All
Talk
right.
to you later, brother.
Have a good night, Nick.
You too, brother.
All right. And with that, we'll take a call. Caller, you're on the air. What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, man?
How's it going? What'd you think of Raw?
Oh, well, to be honest, the ending really, I literally, like everyone else, I popped when the curb stomp was hit.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, wait, what? And my first thought was, wait a minute, are they going heel because you seen Jordan trip up Balor first? I'm like, wait a minute, is this a heel turn? But no, it's just like, okay, I guess it's a surprise moment. I just want to know when it was unbanned and who made the decision. You know what I mean?
I mean, I want to know the same thing because, like I just said to Nick, it was not that. Oh, I saw the move and I marked out. I saw the move and I was just like a little dumbfounded because I didn't think that he was even allowed to do the move anymore.
Right, and the way it ended. I don't know if it was just me, but it looked like it was stalling. I thought Gallows and Anderson were going to attack Balor.
I thought the exact same thing. That's when I was yelling at my TV. I was yelling, Gallows, you don't do it. You don't do it.
Right. It's like, and now the way it ended like that, and then the tweet that Balor put out with all kinds of question marks, I'm starting to think, is he going heel?
Oh, wait, he tweeted something? I haven't seen that, actually. I will look that up.
Like, bunch of crazy stuff, like he's loopy or something.
Oh, I see it. Interesting. I'll pull this up
You
on
know,
the screen.
I don't know. Are they going, the Bullet Club going heel, man?
I don't know. Interesting.
And it wouldn't make sense, given the rumors of him winning the Royal Rumble. I mean, AJ's a babyface. He would most likely have to be a heel, right?
I mean, yeah.
That would be pretty awesome to see him. And then if you can end up getting Gallows and Anderson over to SmackDown and involve them in this whole storyline, that'd be awesome.
Right.
And I hope week when Jericho shows up, he does something with Balor and them and says, "Oh yeah, I just had one of the best matches with one of your former brothers."
Well, I don't think Omega was Bullet Club when Finn was still there.
Oh no, I know that, but I'm just saying I want
No,
to
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, though.
Every member of the Bullet Club on the list.
Right. I have that tweet pulled up now. It's weird. It's just a bunch of markings asterisks and question marks, and it's very interesting.
Yeah, and there's a lot of craziness going on today, and it's like,
is he becoming woken?
Possibly, maybe a demon coming, probably.
I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens.
Right, and you see a lot of crazy stuff, a lot of crazy news coming out today. Like, a few minutes ago, they reported that Kevin Owens was pulled from an injury, and now you have Jordan. You can notice Jordan wasn't doing much.
Jordan hasn't. Actually, Nicholas, who writes up all of our Raw and SmackDown reviews for our website, actually brought to my attention. I didn't notice this. He actually went back and rewatched the 6-man tag team match from last week. Jason Jordan didn't even wrestle during that match. So Jason Jordan hasn't wrestled in over a week, or about a week.
Yeah, so there's definitely something to the story there. And another update from PWUnlimited, they said that Lashley can't even show up until after February, so the Rumble's out of the question.
Same thing with EC3, because they're going to have to wait until their episodes for Impact air on television.
Yeah, WWE rolls that way with Impact, to be honest, because some of the other guys that you've seen, they waited until way after Mike Bennett stuff played and Drew Galloway stuff played. So it's going to be interesting to see. And I don't know, next week is going to be epic, man. And I'm thinking that there is a lot of people that haven't announced that are going to be there, and they just surprise the heck out of you, like The Rock will show up or something.
I mean, The Rock maybe, but it all really depends on if he's available, and he's always so busy.
Right, and it's going to be a pretty good show next week. I'm expecting The Miz to win the Intercontinental title to set up Roman Reigns going after the WWE Universal, and then you have all the other build coming. And the Paige thing, it's sad. I don't know why everybody's just saying it's a work. It's so stupid.
Yeah, no.
People just need to accept it, and she'll accept it eventually. I'm sure that she has a lot of people that care for her. They're going to tell her it's going to be all right and all that. But, it is what it is. Life is what it is. Things will get better for her, and I like to see her stay as a manager. It'll be perfect for her.
Right.
So you guys have a good night, man.
You too. Thanks for the call. Have a great night.
All right.
All right. So, Kevin Owens. I'm going to address this really fast. This comes from Mike Johnson at PWUnlimited. Mike Johnson is reporting Kevin Owens has missed the last 2 nights of WWE SmackDown Live events due to what was described as an existing injury for the former Universal Champion, and he's been working through it. Owens appeared on the first night of the SmackDown Live tour on Friday. It was Saturday. But he did not work tonight or on Sunday. The belief amongst those that Johnson says he has spoken with is that it is considered a serious issue and that WWE likely pulled Owens as a preemptive measure to ensure he would be okay and healthy for the Royal Rumble on January 28th. Owens and Zayn, as we all know, will be challenging AJ Styles for the championship. All signs are Owens will appear in some capacity on SmackDown this week, but similar to Jason Jordan tonight on Raw, probably will be in a non-physical role. Oh, man. That's rough. I hope Kevin Owens is okay. Oh, man. We'll have to see what happens, but oh, my goodness. If anybody else wants to call in and let us know what you thought of Monday Night Raw, the phone number is 559-475-8473. The lines are open. Just let us know what you thought of Monday Night Raw. Everybody, Richie Meeks, everybody in the chat. Did you see the curb stomp? Watch the curb stomp. Why are you seeing the curb stomp? More people are talking about that curb stomp now than the Braun Strowman stuff. Caller, you're on the air. What's going on? Caller, you're on the air. What's going on?
Oh, is it on YouTube?
Yeah, what's up? What'd you think of Raw?
Oh, yeah. I thought Raw was okay today. They did a lot of things that really shocked me, but kind of were meh. whole Roman winning that handicap match thing, Bob. I didn't really like how they did that.
I mean, it was predictable that he was going to win, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, if they're using the Miz right now for a manager for Curtis Axel and Bo Dallas, I mean, he would be, but I don't know, I would want to see him win next week because some people are not really going to want him for two championships at the same time, when WrestleMania comes up.
Right, I think he's going to need to lose that title before Elimination Chamber in February.
Yeah, because you know how Vince, he wants to make Roman look strong and all that,
Right.
I also thought how Seth did the curb stop on this night. I thought it was a little shocking how he did it.
Oh yeah, nobody saw that coming. Nobody. That was probably a bigger shock than Braun Strowman throwing Michael Cole off the ramp, off the stage.
Yeah, because how he sets up for the curb stop and all that. Tonight, he didn't really set up for it. He just ran to the rope and just did it.
But that's how he used to do it. It was a move that when somebody gets knocked down, as they're slowly getting back to their feet, he can just hit it out of nowhere and boom. That's the whole point of the curb stomp. When somebody is down, no matter who it is, no matter how big or how small that opponent is, you can hit it out of nowhere, and because they're a downed opponent, I guess you can say, and a little groggy, they're not expecting it.
Yeah.
And that was the cool thing about the curb stomp. It is literally a move that can come out of nowhere.
Yeah, I thought of that, and also notice how Seth, right, at the end of the match, his foot was a little hurt out, it was hurt.
I don't think I don't think it's anything.
And I was like, damn, Seth can never get a break on the leg. First he gets it injured at a bike cane, but not bike cane, but on accident. Then he gets it hurt by Samoa Joe, almost missing again WrestleMania.
I think that's nothing. I think it's just maybe, it happens. Maybe he rolled his ankle. Maybe I didn't even notice it, to be honest. Maybe he just, when he did the curb stomp, he did something a little off because he hasn't done it in so long. I don't know. It might be nothing. Probably nothing.
Yeah, let's just hope Vince, doesn't get mad at him oh, you're not supposed to do that move anymore.
All right, but thanks for the call and have a great night.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of you.
All right. Take another call here. If you guys want to call in, 559-475-8473. Caller, you're on the air. What's going on?
Hey, I'll make it quick. Does Miz really need to win the Intercontinental Championship back? He's had it for the better part of 3 years. Can it be used as a vehicle for Joe and his run?
It can, but right now, Joe is expected to be out of action for 2 months.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Because as of right now, Joe has been pulled from all advertising and replaced by The Miz through March. So they're expecting the worst-case scenario for Samoa Joe right now.
Oh, okay. These injuries have been, even worse than 2015, 2016.
Right.
I mean, I wonder what's happening.
I don't know. It's unfortunate, really.
Yeah, I mean, I've tried not to be such a hater on The Miz anymore, and I tried to look at it from both perspectives, as the person and the wrestler. So
right.
I'm just sad Dean Ambrose is out because he's my favorite. So
right, and he's
but
gonna...
go ahead.
Go for it.
I was saying I lost my Dean Ambrose, but hopefully I get a Batista soon.
He's been in talks. I don't know when he's going to come back, but him and Vince have had some serious talks.
Yeah. Royal Rumble would be a good time. Nobody's expecting it.
I mean, maybe even the night after the Rumble, since people are going to people are probably going to be expecting it.
Yeah.
But, all right, thanks
Strowman,
for calling. Go for it.
Thank you.
Go for it real fast.
I was going to say, I know a lot of people are thinking that Strowman's little deal is getting kind of old, but I really thought it was pretty funny and interesting. I mean, especially the how far one of the security guys flew.
Right.
I kind of wonder how they do that.
You just take it.
Without,
That's all it is. You just take it.
I pretty much expect that one of those security guards are going to be U.S. or IC champion in 3 or 4 years, probably. But thanks, Tim.
Not a problem. Thanks for the call. Have a great night.
You too.
Oh, and Jessica Streech is here calling out birthdays. It's old Shane O'Mac's birthday today. Thanks, Jessica, for our birthday update. Let's take another call. Caller, you're on the air. What's going on?
What up, Tim? Pretty sure I'm correct here. I saw that video about broken Matt Hardy. Curious what your opinion is of woken Matt Hardy. I caught on the podcast late, might have missed this. So if I did, I apologize.
I mean, broken Matt Hardy was a very cool concept that Matt had extreme power over. Like, everything that they did with that character came from Matt for the most part. Now, within WWE, he can pitch ideas, but it's still going to have to get approved by Vince. As far as it went in Impact, it was all Matt and Jeremy Borash. They didn't really, as far as I'm understanding, they didn't have to go to any higher power or any boss and say, hey, this is what we want to do. Can you approve it? It was more like, this is what we're going to do. When should we film it? Like, when do you want it to, when should we film it so we know when, when do you want it to air so we know how quick to film it and get it all done? And that's the thing.
I heard that in that interview. That was awesome.
So, I mean, we'll have to see. It's still early for the Woken character. It is a little, they're kind of making it, to me, seem a little hokey because it's just built around his laugh.
Exactly, and that wasn't the cool part. It was what he said. They've exaggerated the laugh to where even I'm irritated with it now because it wasn't the laugh. It was the character.
Exactly.
It's like they dumbed it down. I hate to say it.
No, don't hate to say that because you're spot on, I believe. Like 100% spot on.
I hope that I ask of people to be patient because it gets better than this.
We hope.
And yes, there are significant differences.
Yes.
One being the build-up, it wasn't executed right. 2 being the lack of environments. 3 being the creative freedom. And even just letting them talk instead of having them laugh.
Right.
Then you got Vanguard, then you got the whole thing, but they could do it in a different way and still make it cool. But hopefully people will be patient.
Matt did post a video on his YouTube. It was a very short video of Vanguard 1 flying in, and Matt said, Vanguard 1, I knew you'd come. So hopefully that can translate over to the WWE because not only would it be cool to see Vanguard 1, but it would be something different because WWE doesn't have any drones that they use for filming.
Exactly.
So if they had like Matt go out there and then he summons Vanguard 1 and they actually like use the footage live on Raw of like Vanguard 1 flying down into the ring or something, that would be something different that they haven't done in the WWE.
Exactly. I think what happened is, first let me say, think of the possibilities. As dope as it was on TNA with just their budget, imagine how dope it could be with the WWE budget.
Right, because you're right there with the whole budget thing. Matt did pay for a lot of the stuff they did as well.
Out of pocket.
And I bet you
imagine a WWE budget behind it. Oh my God.
Exactly, and that's what I'm saying. Matt would probably still be willing to pay for stuff, but at the same time, WWE's got that money where they can be like, here's what we'll give you. If you want to do anything extra, you put it in there. You know what I mean? So,
they need somebody back there pulling for the character.
Right.
That's the only way that it's going to get over.
And we know they're not fully against it because they did that whole thing with the Wyatts and the New Day where they filmed it just like a broken Matt Hardy segment.
Yeah, it could be a cross between both. It could be.
So I mean.
It could be another Great War. It could be the Great War Part 2. Oh, my Lord.
Unfortunately, Harper and Rowan are doing their thing, but I had always thought maybe you do a thing where Matt's at his property, Bray Wyatt's there, and Harper and Rowan just show up with Bray, and then you go from there or something, do another one of those apocalypto kind of things or something crazy like they did in TNA where they filmed it.
Give maybe a little bit of everybody from every other roster NXT. Let everybody kind of make an appearance.
Yeah, why not?
They did it. The sky's the limit it's just we might have to ride out some kinks. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's not smoothly ironed yet, but it has the potential.
We'll see.
I wish the song was a little more classic. That's all.
Yeah.
A little more classical, a little more class.
Yeah. I know.
Rebby.
I know. Rebby said recently she was working on a new song, so maybe. But I doubt they're going to change it now.
Yeah, I still want to hear what she did.
Thanks for the call and have a great night.
Thank you for taking my call.
Not
Peace,
a
bro.
problem. Thanks.
Peace.
Yeah, I think I just hope this Matt Woken character gets better. They're making him too much of a gimmick than a. Well, I guess the character is I don't know. It's just he doesn't get to bring the character out as much as he was able to in TNA. But let's take another call. Caller, you're on the air. What's going on?
Hey Tim. I wanted to know, what do you think about Nia Jax's injury that she suffered on Monday Night Raw tonight?
I think it's nothing. She's going to be fine probably next week. It was just a way so she didn't have to get beat by Asuka, and Asuka was still able to pick up the victory.
Oh, so do you think that her and Enzo's relationship will go outside of WWE?
No, it's all storyline.
Oh, okay. Oh, and I'm the YouTuber named Guest Student, right? I'm the one that will pay for you guys' effort to Raw 25.
Okay, well, message us on Facebook or Twitter and we'll talk.
Okay, thank you, Tim. Have a good night.
You too. Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
All right, let's see what you guys are saying here in the chat. Batman Hulk says if Paige was retiring, she would have been sad. No, she's not. She has to go out there and still be Paige on TV. She still has to go out there and be happy for Sonya Deville. Go out there and play up whatever storyline they're going to play up with this or whatever. We don't know when they're going to announce it, how they're going to announce it, what she's going to do after they announce it. And so right now she has to play it up like she's fine, all the while knowing she's not fine in the WWE's eyes, unfortunately. That's called being a professional, what she did tonight. Caller, you're on the air. What's going on?
Yo, Tim.
What's up?
3 things for you tonight.
Pardon?
So, first question.
Go for it.
Based on the Braun Strowman flipping the truck, what are your words on that?
Well, I mean, I said it earlier. It was a cool spot. It's not like we haven't seen it before when he flipped the ambulance, but they just kind of killed the whole thing when Kurt runs out and says, "Stephanie says you're rehired. You got your title match," and then they blew it off. Nothing else. So I think it peaked. I think it peaked way too early in the show.
Yeah, I know a lot of people in the comments said it was helped. So.
Yeah. It was something for him to do when they had nothing for him. When his 2 challengers for the pay-per-view seemed to not even be there.
Yeah.
So it was something. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. Second thing was, what do you think on like the Balor Club and everything with that? Do you think Balor will turn eventually soon?
I mean, possibly, especially if maybe he wins the Rumble, goes over to SmackDown and challenges AJ for the championship.
Yeah, because I know a couple months back there was rumored that he was going to turn heel with the club. So
I mean, he was an amazing heel in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Like, if you've never seen him heel when he was in New Japan, when the original Bullet Club, when he first turned on Taguchi and stuff, amazing.
Yeah.
So.
And then third thing was on the main event. With the whole curb stomp and everything, I was really surprised at that.
Oh, yeah. I think everybody was surprised.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit. Like, when they banned it, and then I was like, wow. They brought it back, probably for one night only, but who knows, it could be a full return.
I don't know if it's a one night only. We'll have to wait and see if he does it next week or if he does it at the Royal Rumble when they defend the tag titles. We'll see. Hopefully they make a storyline out of it or something because they're already playing it up on social media.
Yeah, and then with like Dean Ambrose and everything, with his return probably by WrestleMania or after that. With the whole
I'm hearing
storyline with him
contradicting
and
things on
Rollins.
that. He might be out for quite a while.
Yeah.
But
I mean, time will tell.
yeah, thanks for the call and have a great night.
Yeah, you too.
All right, I'm going to play something here. WWE posted a video on their YouTube channel. It's only 50 seconds long. Paige addressing her neck injury. All right, let's skip the ad. All right, here we go. This is from WWE's YouTube page.
Absolution, congratulations on the victory tonight, but with good news also comes some bad news that we broke tonight.
Unfortunately, as much as it pains me to say this, I do unfortunately have to sit out for this Royal Rumble per the doctor's orders. I really, 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 really wish I could partake in this history-making match with all these ladies. But, however, I will be there to support my Absolution team, which is Sonya Deville and obviously Mandy Rose here. Because guess what, ladies? Absolution is still going to make the Royal Rumble match their house.
There we have it. Paige will be at ringside for the Women's Royal Rumble match. I don't know. I mean, I do know. She's not going to wrestle again. Plain and simple. And until they're ready to announce that, they're going to play it up as she's just quote-unquote injured and maybe will come back, but she won't. Jessica Street says, Tim, I don't think Daniel Bryan should be cleared even though he's my favorite after the spills he's taken. Yeah, I mean, he's my favorite, one of my favorite too. Like, he's right there, top 3 of my all-time favorites. And it's sad. And he said it too. If he's got doctors that are telling him he's good to go, then he'll go. But if one doctor really comes to him with hard evidence that says, no, you shouldn't do this, he won't do it. It's going to take some time. His contract does expire in September from what I'm hearing. They tried to give him a very, very lucrative deal to stay. And he said no. But let's take a call. Caller, you're on the air. What's going on?
Hello. Okay, I just had a question. So I've been on Twitter, and I guess Finn Balor's been posting pictures, and I don't know if he means by I don't know what he means by OGBC. Does he mean Original Bullet Club? Is he throwing shots at the Bullet Club?
Right, OGBC would be Original Bullet Club. You know, him, Gallows, and Anderson.
Yeah. Okay, I don't know. I think it was just me, but I don't know if it was just he was just throwing shots at the Bullet Club right now, or
no. It's something. It's something that him. It's a hashtag that him, Gallows, and Anderson have been doing for the last couple of weeks or so.
Okay, yeah. Also, I just wanted to say about the Paige thing. You just put that video on the air. She basically didn't even say I will be back and stuff. That's something.
Exactly.
Like a typical wrestler would say, oh, and I will come back and make a comeback or blah blah blah. But she didn't say that.
Correct.
So yeah. Yeah, and also I just I want to see AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. But low key, I do want to see Finn Balor versus AJ Styles more. To be honest, I know I'll get a lot of hate for this, but it's my personal opinion. Sorry.
No, you're not wrong. I mean, AJ and Nakamura at WrestleMania would be amazing, but at the same time, Finn winning the Rumble and challenging AJ is perfect because I think Finn can be amazing on SmackDown.
Yes, I agree. Yeah, I agree. Because, I feel like the people that are on Raw, they're being protected is so hard. And
right.
The people on SmackDown are not even really being protected, so I think that would be good for them.
Right, I get what you're saying. You're pretty much, it's on Raw he can only go so high because you have too many main event guys, I guess you can say, that they protect. But on SmackDown, they're not against pushing somebody up above somebody else like they are on Raw. If what I said even makes sense.
Yeah, I guess. Also, I'm sorry, but do you think Rusev's gonna actually get a push? Because I'm the biggest fan of Rusev.
I sure hope, because Rusev is the greatest thing in WWE right now.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Rusev Day.
Thanks. Yeah.
Thanks for the call. Have a great night.
Yeah. Thanks.
Excuse me. Forever Blessed says yes. She said she is up for a full-time return. Kelly. I've heard some different things about Kelly. That she's not going to return as a full-time wrestler. Last I heard, she wasn't even considered for the Rumble. But let's take another call. And caller, you're on the air. What's going on?
Hey, Tim, how you doing?
Pretty good. What's going on?
Yeah, it's about the main event. It's not about the curve stomp. It's like there was a replay and the referee, it looked like he counted 3. It looked like Finn actually won. If you saw that or not.
Oh, he did.
So really was a botched finish, right?
I don't think it was that. I don't know how to explain it. It was weird. It was like the referee did it.
I saw what you saw. I saw 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, so did I. The referee counted 3. Here's what it says in my notes. Referee counted 3 and then immediately corrected himself. So I think maybe, he counted 3, but was only supposed to count 2. I don't. It was just weird. There's something happened that wasn't supposed to happen. Like somebody did. It was kind of like the mess up between AJ Styles and Kevin Owens.
I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah, where the finish
my
went one way.
last thing. Oh, my last thing is like.
Go for it.
Yeah, Miz might win, but like, do you really think the Miz needs the IC title? Like, come on, we could put. I know Joe's hurt, but if Finn doesn't go to SmackDown, we could put it on him. Like, I think like if WWE wants to like build a star, like we should put the IC title on someone else. Miz is just like the Miz is always holding and no one else gets a shot.
You're not wrong there. I mean, I like the Miz as the IC champion because it works for his character.
I get it, but I would like to, but Joe would be awesome.
Right, we need to see somebody different. So maybe he's the one to take it from Roman, and someone gets it from him quickly, like maybe by Mania or at Mania or something. Mania is less than, February, March, 3 months away.
Yeah, well, held in my hometown, Louisiana.
Awesome.
All right, thanks for taking my call,
thanks
bro.
for the call, and have a great night.
All right, you too. See you.
All right. So I've seen some people in the chat. I've seen 2 or 3 people in the chat say that the new DLC for WWE 2K18 is out. Now, I'm looking here on the PlayStation Store, and it's not on PlayStation yet. I haven't looked for Xbox, unfortunately, but it's not up for PlayStation yet. Typically, things don't come out for PlayStation until Tuesday afternoon, but if it does come out, which it should be the Hardy Boys DVD, we'll let you know. Let's take another call here. Caller, you're on the air. What's going on?
Hey.
What's going on? What do you think of Raw?
I'm just gonna inform you that Seth Rollins tweeted that welcome back old friend, and showed a picture of Seth hitting the curb stomp on Finn.
I see that.
It said welcome back.
Yeah.
He posted about half hour ago.
Yeah, I just saw it when I was looking at the Finn Balor stuff. It just popped up on my timeline. Interesting stuff.
I really hope it's back. Yeah.
I hope he uses it as his finisher again, like going forward, because the knee was cool, but I don't know. It was a little weird for him, to me.
Yeah, I liked the ripcord knee when he first had it because it's better than the pedigree and it's like not Triple H,
Exactly.
But the thing is, the curb stomp was my favorite finisher, and once it got banned, I was like heartbroken from it because I was like, that was my finisher. That's what I loved to do. And then it got banned. I was like, no, this is not happening. And now it's just, when I saw it, I could not believe my eyes.
Exactly.
Like, I was jumping up and down. I was going insane. I couldn't believe it.
Right.
But yeah, who do you think's gonna win that match next week between Miz and Roman?
Like I've been saying, I wouldn't put it against them to have Roman hold the title a couple more weeks, but I think you need to get that title off of him now, especially if the plan is him to win the Elimination Chamber and then challenge Brock for the championship. The faster you get that title off of him, the better.
Yeah, because I'm like one of the few people around that actually want to see Brock versus Roman again. Yeah, it's kind of weird. But I mean, because I just don't know. I just don't see anything else that would make me feel good for a Universal Championship match, possibly main eventing WrestleMania 34. Like AJ and Nakamura could. I don't know. I don't really like that match too much.
Mm-hmm.
I would much rather have Ziggler win the Rumble and then challenge AJ. That's it. I'm just a Ziggler fan. That's probably why.
I mean,
but yeah,
we'll have to see. I've been hearing Finn's name a lot. I've been hearing Nakamura a lot. Whoever wins is going to challenge the SmackDown champion. So, and unfortunately, again, the winner of the Royal Rumble is not actually going to get the main event. At least I don't think.
Again? So will it be like Undertaker, Cena?
I think it's going to be Brock and Roman.
Brock and Roman. Okay.
I mean, it could be Undertaker, Cena. It could be Undertaker, Cena. But it's Roman Reigns, and they want him to win that title in the main event again. Who's main evented since? Think about it. WrestleMania 31. Yes, he didn't win, but he still main evented against Brock. WrestleMania 32. He beat Triple H for the title. WrestleMania 33. He beat The Undertaker in the main event. So now we go WrestleMania 34 for the fourth year in a row. Roman Reigns in the main event.
I pray that happens because nobody on Raw right now can I just don't see it. Like Finn Balor versus Brock main eventing.
No one will believe
that.
It,
wouldn't.
Unfortunately,
no way. Like Roman and Brock are two similar people because of how big they are, and they'd be perfect for having one more match. And Roman's so much bigger than he was. How long ago was that? 4 years ago? 2015?
3 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I really hope it happens.
Like you're saying, Finn looks too small to be believable against him. The only other person that I would think would be like a Strowman or a Joe, and no. So I mean,
if Joe comes back, what do you think he will?
It's gonna be close. They're gonna be cutting it close.
Yeah, because he could go for an IC championship, couldn't he?
I don't see why not.
Like him versus Miz.
Oh yeah, you have him versus Miz at WrestleMania with Joe going over. That place would go ballistic if he won a title at WrestleMania, especially against the Miz.
That'd be amazing. Since he wasn't even on the card last year.
Right.
Yeah, he definitely deserves a chance.
But all right, thanks for the call. Have a great night.
Yeah, you too.
All right, take another call here. Caller, you're on the air. What's going on?
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. What'd you think of Raw?
I think it was fine. I'm really confused about what's going on with Paige, though.
As far as she's not going to be cleared to ever wrestle again in the WWE. It's the same as Daniel Bryan. It's the same as Edge. They're quote unquote disqualified to be cleared by WWE.
But like with Paige, like they never really she never really confirmed it. We never really confirmed it. It was just all news from like other sources and stuff.
No. Here's the thing. They're not going to say anything until they know what they're going to do with her when it's all said and done. Once they announce that she can never wrestle in their company again and she's still under contract, they have to have some plans for her. They have to know what they're going to do with her, unless they're just going to say, you know what, we'll release you, or you're not going to wrestle for us and you're just going to sit home on your contract until it expires. We don't know what their plan next for her is. So now they're going to do a storyline where her neck is hurt, she can't wrestle, and then eventually they will announce that she's done. She's not going to get cleared. She's not going to come back. It's just a matter of we have to wait until they hash everything out and figure out their plan. It's all hitting at one time. It's very, very fresh to everybody. Like she heard about this, as far as I know, last week. She was told last week at Raw, we're not going to clear you again. You're done. And so now, like I said, they have to figure out what they're going to do with her going forward.
Okay. Another thing, at the end of the show, right, they have Finn just standing there in the ring for about 4 to 5 minutes. Was that just like a sell or a curb stop coming back?
I think so, especially with the way Corey Graves kept saying, oh, look at that red spot above the eye where he was stomped down on the mat. So I think it was. Thinking about it now, ever since Raw ended, we've had an hour and a half or so since the show ended. Thinking about it, it could have been them saying this move is so devastating, Finn couldn't even catch his bearings after the match. He couldn't compose himself because this move is so harsh.
Okay, and then one last thing. Who do you think is going to win the Women's Royal Rumble? If it isn't going to be Oscar.
It's a tough one. I don't know, because I really thought maybe they would announce like Asuka versus Alexa Bliss for the title next week on tonight's show, and when they didn't, now I'm just thinking it's going to be Asuka. I really don't see anybody else that could win that. I mean, who do you go? You go Naomi and do Naomi and Charlotte at WrestleMania or something?
No.
I'm just spitballing something that would be a half decent match.
Yeah, half decent, but nothing people want to see at Mania.
Right. I mean, it's either going to be a surprise with Ronda Rousey coming in, or it's going to be Asuka.
Yeah, most likely Asuka.
Right.
If they do Asuka, I want them to bring her out early and have her in the match for like as long as possible.
That would be a good one.
And maybe even make her break Roman's record, because you got to make Asuka look dominant. They're not really doing that with her right now.
Right. She's not going to. I really doubt she's going to go out like number 30 and then just win. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, thanks for the call and have a great night.
You too.
I mean, that's what I'm thinking with this Women's Rumble. It's either going to be Asuka, or somehow they get Ronda Rousey there last minute. She's filming a movie. She's going to be out of the country. What am I going to say? It's not unfeasible that they fly her in on like the final flight right before she needs to be there. So we'll see what happens. Raw 25 next week is going to be a very interesting show with everybody returning. Eric Bischoff's going to be there. That's a big one. And then tomorrow we have SmackDown Live, which they haven't really even announced much for that show tomorrow. But that's going to do it for this episode of Pro Wrestling Unlimited. Thank you guys for joining us here on our Monday Night Raw review, January 15th, 2018. Still weird to say 2018. Have a great night, guys, and we'll see you again tomorrow night.